Time to read some emails, but not all of the emails, as we don't have enough time to read all of the rich hate mail.
First up, we have a letter from Special K. Rich, you said the PSP Go was going to be a massive hit and that the DSi LL was going to be a failure. LOL, PSP Go. Well, Special K, I actually didn't say that. I didn't say the PSP Go was going to be a massive hit.
Yeah, you did. I remember you said it's going to be the greatest system of all time.
I said I'm pro Go.
20 million copies in the first week.
No. I said I'm pro Go. I didn't say anything about sales. As for the DSi LL, okay.
Massive, 100,000 in the first week.
I didn't say
it was
going to be a failure, but what I said was I didn't think Japan would catch on because it's it's big. Yeah. But look, slap DS in front of anything in Japan, and you're going to get over 100,000 sales. They could have like a DS flashlight, and it'll sell 150,000 in its first week.
I heard they have a new game where you can backpedal on statements you made previous.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I wouldn't have to play that though, because I don't need to backpedal, because I didn't say any of these things, Special K. So watch the episode before you send in the mail. That's for everybody out there. Next up.
From Anonymous, that might be his username, I don't know. Why don't you have Sonic back there? Sonic. Well, Rich, why don't we have Sonic back there?
Well, Anonymous, which, by the way, I believe he actually had to type his name as Anonymous, so that's interesting to point out. Why don't we have Sonic? Maybe because the last 10 Sonic games have been atrocious.
You didn't like when he was a werewolf?
No, I didn't like any of them. They're terrible, okay? Awful. But I'll tell you what, Sega, if you make a good Sonic game, you'll make the set. That is a promise.
So he's never going to be back there. That's what you're telling Anonymous.
He may not ever be back there. All right. So next up we have Jay in Philly. I heard there's going to be a new Star Wars game at the VGAs. Do you have any info?
Oh, I got info. It's going to be an RTS MMO. They're spending $10 billion on it. It's going to be the greatest game of all time. Really? Mind-blowing. And who would have thought they'd make a new Star Wars game, right?
I think your information is a little wrong, though, because I heard what you heard, but I also heard there's going to be some RPG and platforming elements as well.
Really?
Really.
Is it just life? Life in Star Wars?
I think that's what it is. I mean, they've done everything else in Star Wars. They've done every other type of possible game in Star Wars. So I think this one is life in Star Wars.
Star Wars Cooking Mama? Is that what's coming up next?
I don't know. So Jay in Philly, honestly, who cares? There's enough Star Wars games out there for you to play.
All right. This is from Franchise. I don't know if that's an I or a 1.
Franchise.
Yeah. B, every game ruins your life. We get it. Do I say that often?
I feel like you do. I don't know if you do on the show, but I think you do say that a lot.
All right,
this game's going to ruin my life.
I don't think I say it more than you say literally.
I do say literally a lot.
Because literally, you say that a lot.
I literally say literally a lot. And in most cases, it doesn't actually even make sense.
But I say that because I'm a compulsive person. I can't just casually play a game. I got to get into it. I got to know the minutia, how the system works. I can't ruin items. Yeah.
You have issues, Brian.
I have issues.
Serious issues. You literally have issues. All right. We have something here from Aklashen. I hear Matt. I see his deals of the week. So where the hell is he? Is he even real?
Should we tell him? Should we tell him the truth?
All right. I'll tell them. We had Peter Molyneux create a computerized AI system. And we had him, to add a little flavor to the character, we had him add Boston accents and all that. Yeah. So, thanks a lot, Peter. I appreciate it. It's worked out.
You know how I know he's not real? Is because no one would buy Disney Sing It pop hits.
That is true.
Even for your kids.
Not even for the children. I mean, really. You'd have to be a pretty bad father to buy that.
A pretty ridiculous person to do that. All right. Rich A. from Boston asks, Brian, how does Rich continuously dominate you in Street Fighter 4? I also heard he dominates you in Madden 2010.
Well, that's a good question, though. What's the problem? You're not gonna answer Rich A. from Boston's question?
No, I'm not gonna answer a ridiculous question like that.
That is a good question.
How is that a good question?
Because he wants to know how I continuously dominate you in Street Fighter 4 and Madden 2010. That's a legitimate question. What's your answer? Let's hear it.
It says it right here. It's because Rich A. is lame. That's why.
Rich A. is lame. So now you're talking trash about our viewership.
But this is you.
That's not me.
Rich A. from Boston.
That's not me.
Unbelievable, Rich.
Just answer the question. That's it for emails. Time for games being released this week.
First up, guys, MX versus ATV Reflex.
What is with this new fad, Reflex? Modern Warfare Reflex, now MX ATV Reflex?
Extreme.
What does it mean? What does Reflex mean?
Avatar.
Why would you play this game? It's going to ruin the plot of the movie.
Good point.
Learn Science for the DS.
I could see dissecting a frog or something like that on the DS, but beyond that, you know, unless it's anatomy, I don't see what's going on here.
Rogue Warrior.
That is one of the worst titles in video games. Why not Robot Spectrum Ultimate Killer? How about that?
I'd buy that.
Street Fighter 2 fight pads, including Cammy, Bison, Viper, Guile, Zangief, and Sagat.
Sagat, it's mine. I'm ordering it. I'm going to dominate you even more. That's it for this week's episode. Tune in next week or visit our website for past episodes, specials, and our deals of the week. Also, don't forget to review us on iTunes. I'm Rich Alamanos.
And I'm Brian J. Kim. We'll see you next week.
Comcast has faster
Verizon
broadband.
for life.
Comcast has
Verizon
faster broadband,
for
faster download
life.
speed. Bro,
Yeah, you have to waggle with it.
I download games in like 2 or 3 minutes.
1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah, that's a big difference.
Oh man.
Yeah,